You know, something that always makes me mad is the fact that every single time I go on the internet without fail, I see some level of horrible scrutiny when it comes to women regarding their bodies. Someone's either on TikTok commenting like you're ugly or go to the gym or how do you live with yourself looking like that? And I feel like even growing up, it was so hard for so many young girls and women because oftentimes like some random kid or like your middle school boyfriend or whoever will say one thing about your appearance or even like a family member and it haunts you and it's always in the back of your head till the day that you die. Like it's ingrained in there and you have that insecurity and you carry it forever. And even if that's not the case for you, then you still have to deal with like just growing up either in the social media realm or growing up with magazines or whatever the case may be, where this certain curated image is like forced on you and like we're programmed to think like that's how we're supposed to look. And if we don't look that way, then we're not enough. And that's no exception to the Asian beauty standards. I talk a lot about the beauty standards in like the US, but the Asian beauty standards are a whole nother can of worms. Literally, Korea is the plastic surgery capital of the world. Millions and millions of people get work done all year, every day in Korea. And I feel so bad for the K-pop singers and entertainers because the K-pop industry is this crazy toxic realm that because it's such a constant revolving door, the levels and expectations that these men and women, boys and girls like have to meet is almost impossible for anyone to achieve. They have these things called K-pop camps where young women and girls will spend weeks or even months training to be the ultimate K-pop star that everyone expects them to be, and they're starved and overworked and told to get plastic surgery when they're like 15 or 16, and they're told that you have to be skinny, these type of shoulders, and look this way and look that way if you want a shot to be, successful. And if not, your future is over and you can kiss success goodbye. But the real reason why I wanted to make this video is because I have came across and also heard of this influencer by the name of Lisa Yo, and she looks like this. And just look guys, before we even get into this whole situation, like this woman is of Russian descent. She's not even like Korean or Chinese, and she looks like that. Lisa wanted to desperately fit in the Asian beauty standards. She eventually chose to undergo multiple procedures to achieve the Korean look. Over the years, she's had 2 rhinoplasties, including getting a silicone implant installed and eventually removed, which I didn't even know you could get implants in your nose. I thought like implants were only for areas like your breasts or your butt. She got double eyelid surgery when she was 17. Now, allegedly, she has been speculated to have some type of jawline or skin contouring procedure because obviously that part of her face looks so much more different than it used to look. Her fans have speculated that she's maybe gotten some type of filler to her jawline. So allegedly, she's had filler in her lips. But when it comes to the shape of her lips, she opted for the Asian beauty standard lips, which is like this weird shape, like contoured lip effect where surgeons like even have to sometimes cut off certain parts of the lip to make it look thinner to get that puffy, weird patty look. I don't even know how to explain it. And she has that extreme under puffy eye, and that look is very popular in Asian culture. And that can be achieved not only from makeup but also from fat grafting or simple filler.
I'm all for girls getting plastic surgery in South Korea, but one procedure you cannot pay me to get is fucking egg cell surgery. The point of an egg cell is to make your eyes look more bigger and cuter. This girl that I'm using as an example, she's like transracial, like she went from white to Asian. You can see in her old Instagram photos and her roots are blonde. She got egg cell surgery and they injected too much filler underneath her eyes and it creates this really unnatural bulge. She lost a lot of her original features and it's giving uncanny valley. I don't know why you would want to be transracial. Basically, for the procedure, they make an incision in your lower eyelid and then they inject it with either fat grafting or filler.
And she has obviously lightened her skin to an extreme degree because of course in Asian culture, anything darker than, a white plastic bag is considered ugly. This woman, I'm sorry, but like after all the cosmetic procedures that she's gotten, she looks like a monster. And I'm not even trying to be extra. This is beyond heartbreaking. This does not look good. She just looks botched and oh my goodness. It looks crazy and it doesn't even look attractive. It looks like some type of bad dream. I just cannot believe that we as humans are doing things like this to our bodies to make ourselves fit in these beauty standards. Look how far this has gotten. She looks insane. Now there are like videos and pictures of Lisa before she's gotten plastic surgery, but every time these videos are publicized, she claims that these videos aren't her and there's someone else. How she looked as a child and how she even looked before she went under, this whole transformation is night and day. She doesn't even look like the same person. It's just completely different. This woman has destroyed her face in my opinion. She looked so beautiful and so unique before she had all these treatments done to herself. She looked perfect and I genuinely saw nothing wrong with her natural face. Absolutely gorgeous. But this right here, no, just so sad. I find it so insane, and I think that most people would agree with me that she's taken this a little too far. But like the weird part is if you go on like her Instagram and look at her comments, all of them are just, very positive, and there's so many people that are actually supporting her. Now, granted, I don't know if she's deleting comments or she has someone deleting comments on her Instagram account, but overall, like a lot of people really do love her and are obsessed with her. And when it came to her responding to people calling her out for the work she's gotten done, she claimed that her cosmetic procedures aren't as bad as Ollie London because she said that he's had over like 100 surgeries. And I was like, who's Ollie London? And this is Ollie. Ollie London is a British influencer who became widely known for undergoing multiple cosmetic procedures to resemble Jimin, a member of the South Korean K-pop group BTS. He has publicly claimed to have over 50 cosmetic procedures to try to look like Jimin from BTS. These surgeries include eye surgery, nose reshaping, jaw surgery, cheek fillers, lip enhancements, and skin treatments, and so many others. And again, his before picture, he looks normal, like a normal, nice, handsome person. It's just very scary. And I'm sorry, but the thousands and thousands of dollars that you spent trying to look like Jimin from BTS has failed because you look nothing like him. Like, it doesn't work. I just find it so weird that beauty is such like a social concept, because like all of these different beauty standards in Asian culture, like having contoured lips and like protruding ears and all these other assets are seen as beautiful Asian culture, but it's like the complete opposite in America. Like Americans want to have tan skin and they want to have like normal non-protruding ears. They don't want to have a puffy bottom eyelid. So it's like when you live in America, you have to follow these beauty standards. But then it's like when you go to Asia, you're labeled as ugly because it's not what they want. The fact that like this is the type of society that we reside in is blowing my mind, and the fact that no one like really bats an eye at it is beyond revolting. It's so just like, this is the reason why I created this channel, because I want to have conversations like these. I just find it so crazy that, the world is forcing us women to feel this way and that way and try to chisel their way and like make the perfect, body type, and then say like, if you don't have this body, then you're not good enough. And so we're getting all these things done and changing our bodies that were fine to begin with. It's crazy that like the natural body that we literally were born with like simply isn't enough. And it's like, how? Like that's the body that we have. I think in Asia, the beauty standard is to look as uncanny and alien-like as possible, because how is this considered beautiful? It breaks my heart that that woman had to put herself through all those cosmetic procedures and look like a completely different person. And honestly, like she just looks like a shell version of herself. She was absolutely fine the way that she was originally. I don't know. It's just like we're getting all these, things enhanced and filled and, plugged and stuff. And it's like, is this all really worth it at the end of the day? Because we're all gonna die. So it's like we're spending all this money to change, get this done and that done. But it's like, for what, I just would rather live my life knowing that I just chose to accept my natural body. And, I still struggle with self-image and self-love and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but it just sucks that it's like, why should it be a struggle to just simply love the body that I was born with? Why is that such a crazy concept to grasp for us as women? It's just very sad. If you guys have any other like Korean or like Asian physical beauty standards that I've missed, please comment them down in the comment section below. I really want to hear them. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. I upload every single week, so I'll be back next week for my next video. Bye guys.